Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to my review of the supernatural episode Citizen Fang. Now, this whole episode revolves around Benny, and what happens is that there have been two killings by a vampire, and of course, Benny's the prime suspect. Sam earlier had gotten Martin to follow Benny. And so that's how Sam learns about the story. And of course, Dean is not happy at all about this. He's fucking furious. And so Martin ends up going batshit insane. It seems that he was from a previous episode where he was in a mental institution, I guess, and he was recently released. And Martin becomes dead obsessed with killing Benny. So much so that even when it's revealed that, hey, Benny did not kill the two people, it turns out it was another vampire who wanted Benny to join his lair, and so is trying to force Benny into his position. But even after that's revealed to be the truth, Martin is still obsessed and so takes Benny's great-granddaughter hostage and tries to, kill Benny that way. But what it looks like, how it turned out from the end, because you don't actually see the final fight, it seems that Martin got lured in instead, and Benny killed him, because you see Martin's dead body killed by something that seemed to be the strength of a vampire, and then you see Elizabeth, Benny's great-granddaughter, covered in blood, but you see no Benny. And I think in this lore that vampires stay. I believe so, because if not, then that would actually be a cooler way for Elizabeth to kick ass, but I highly, highly doubt it. As I said, Martin's body looks like he was killed by a vampire. It was just, Martin was fucking insane. Nothing good was going to come of it, especially when he knocks Dean out at one point. One of the good things about this episode was that finally, we reached the end of Sam's flashbacks. Now, for me, the purgatory flashbacks were much more interesting, much more exciting. While the flashbacks of Sam were meh, I was mainly hoping that they would answer the question of why Sam left Dean in purgatory and didn't even go to help him. Turns out he was just running away. And so, mainly we only got the love story part. It turns out that Don, who Amelia thought was dead, was alive, and Sam and Amelia discuss some things, and they're like, okay, we're going to try to work out together. Then Sam talks to Dawn in a bar, and then he's like, I got this all wrong. And then he says to Amelia, I want to do this, but I want to do the right thing. And that means, going, because Sam believes that Amelia and Dawn have real chemistry. I mean, they were fucking married. So, Sam doesn't want to break that up, even though it breaks his heart, and he actually tells Amelia that she saved him. So, yeah. As I said before, I was only interested in Sam's flashbacks to see why he left Dean. wasn't answered. All we got was a woman, a dog, a father that didn't like Sam, and a love triangle. Oop-de-doo-be-doo. So that's that. It was the thing that sort of annoyed me for a little bit this episode was the fact that, well, I had guessed early on that Benny did not commit the murders. But however, it was sort of dragged out. Of course, that's the whole point of the episode, so that was okay. That's not really the part that annoys me. Then it's all Dean kills the vampire, the bad vampire. And it seems everything's okay. I'm like, okay, this seems like a good end of an episode. Maybe some other scenes. And I'm like, alright, I still have a little bit more of this episode to go. Yeah. Then I was like, how are they going to drag this one out? And it turns out that that's when Martin goes batshit insane and captures and holds Benny's great-granddaughter hostage. I must say, Benny shows some real restraint. He just... Martin, yeah, that's his name. Martin sort of cuts Elizabeth's throat slightly. Not enough to bleed her to death, but just enough to have the scent of blood really overpower Benny, and Benny has to turn away, but by the end he just resists. And that is awesome. That is a good strength of character. That's some willpower there. And Dean and Sam don't seem to be doing good at this end of this episode, because to get Sam away from Benny, Dean had kept Amelia's cell phone and actually typed a message in to Sam where he was pretending to be Amelia, so Sam races off. And yeah, so it seems like they're not going to be doing too well, especially the promo for next episode. And for those of you who don't know, this is the mid-season finale, but the show returns January 16th. And so, in the promo for next episode, Castiel is basically telling them to pull their shit together. So yeah, and near the end of this episode, Benny had reminded Dean that even though Benny finds Dean like a brother, Benny's like, you know you have Sam. You have something with me, but the thing is you have family. So I really hope the brothers can solve their differences and get back to brotherly love and all. Because, yeah. But for the promo for next episode, I can't remember who said this on Twitter. I just remembered that it was said. They said something like, how can you have the lines, are you okay, Cass? What have you done to me? And then expect us to wait. And yeah, I admit those were the two big lines. They come from where Dean's asking what's wrong with Cass, and then Cass goes, what have you done to me, by Naomi, like using this one, I guess, machine thing. So yeah, I'm really hoping we get an explanation of who Naomi really is. Because I think I said in a few other places, I'm not really sure that that's heaven. Because it seems so hellish. Ugh. So yeah, I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason outside of my blog or YouTube, you can do so at facebook.com/jashykins fan page or on Twitter at jashykins. And if you're watching this on the YouTube, subscribe, like, comment below, share amongst your friends, yay. If you're watching this on my blog, thank you just for watching, and if you want to help support this blog financially, you can go to the donate box and do either use the handy dandy donate button or below that and go to my cafe press shop. So yay. Can't wait till January 16th now. Yay! And until next video, goodbye.